presenting himself as moderate. If he complains about like how the vote was stolen from him or whatever, then he's cooked. Trump backs marijuana legalization on Florida's ballot, putting him athwart DeSantis and billionaire Ken Griffin, who's moving his financial empire to Miami and spreading money all over, including a No on 3 campaign. All of this stuff, including the I'm a peaceful dove, including the the marijuana legalization arguments coming from the Republican, signal to the broader American electorate that Trump is not like the regular Republican Party. Okay? Not an uptight country club Republican. You need to understand that. This kind of stuff portrays Trump as a more moderate figure. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, from where we're at, obviously, we understand that Donald Trump is far from a moderate and is a right-wing extremist. But the average American, which seemingly has the same attitude that Donald Trump has in terms of mass deportations, because it's an untested, zero-countered narrative that has gotten completely out of control. So shouts out to the Democrats for that. Like, his opinion on immigration, if left unchecked, is going to come across as a normal position and not an abnormal extremist position. And this kind of stuff also feeds into the Donald Trump is actually a moderate after all narrative. Okay? Is it not too late for Trump to rebrand? It is. But he doesn't have to rebrand away from being a moderate, because that's how he won in 2016. The problem is he was president for 4 years, and people remember that, and they've already made up their minds on it. For Donald Trump, I mean. If he's able to win over a couple people, not like moderate voters in general, do you understand what I'm saying? But like win over people that weren't going to vote, but then they're like, you know what? I got $2,000 in stimmy checks when he was president. I remember that still. I'm going to fucking go out and vote for him. It seemed like the situation was better. He's right. He didn't start any new wars, and he says he's going to end them. Like, there is a guy out there. There are people out there that might actually fucking turn around and believe him if those narratives are left unchecked, if those narratives are left untested. Not untested, uncontested. You're right, Chatter. Thank you for correcting me. Oh. That is also the reason why. That is also the fucking reason why Americans think Trump is not that conservative overall. It's like shocking to you because you pay close attention and you know what the truth is. But many Americans are not always fucking paying attention and don't know what the truth is. So when Trump tries to there's certain issues he can do this on, certain issues he can't do this on. Abortion is an issue that he's not going to be able to do this on, right? Because everybody knows he is responsible at the end of the day for abortion rights being taken away. Do you see what I mean? It's too late to rebrand for Trump. He's a scumbag piece of shit, and we all know it. The problem is people like that shit. Yes. But Trump doesn't need too much to flip the table a little bit. He was already winning for the first time ever in the polls. He was up. He was never up in 2016. He was never up in 2020. He lost in 2020. He won in 2016. For the first time ever, he was up against Joe Biden. Now, that has changed. because Kamala Harris came in. Having said that, however, Donald Trump still has an opportunity to win enough voters in a lot of these super close races to get across the finish line. Do you see what I mean? In terms of like Democrats not being able to combat certain narratives. That's why this is perhaps a more important debate than other debates historically, because this is a historically different campaign. Because there was a swift swap out of the ticket, and now there is a new candidate that people want to hear from going up against an old candidate that everybody has already made